Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, January 11th, 2026. Um, we're going to do a tricep workout today. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning, 2:55. It's a little later today. I slept a little more. I was really tired. So that's a good thing. Uh, a lot of people ask me, how'd you get so sexy doing all this? Uh, that's a total lie. No one's ever asked me that. What people have asked me is why I do it. And to me, it's about return on investment. I'm investing in myself, and not just for myself, for my family, the people that care about me. Um, that being said, a little bit about my fitness journey. I started lifting weights when I was, I don't know, 16, 17, and I lifted steadily until I was 43. In my late 20s and 30s, and up until I was, I think, 42, I used to compete in natural bodybuilding tournaments. Ate a lot, never took a supplement. Then around 43, I just decided that uh, family, life in general, running a business, was all taking up so much time that I didn't have time to invest in myself. And over the next 15 years, until I was 57, I put on probably 40 pounds. A little over a year and a half ago, by July of 2024, I was 183, 4 pounds, right in there, the heaviest I've ever been in my life. Um, every time I looked in the mirror, I just was disgusted with myself. Had a double chin, love handles, pot belly. I was a poster child for the dad bod, and I decided I didn't want to feel like that anymore. Low energy, breathing heavy when I went upstairs. Um, I'm a wood flooring contractor. I bend over all day. I was having trouble at work, carrying my machinery in. Um, just wasn't happy about myself and my predicament. And I decided that uh, I wanted to change because nothing changes if nothing changes. So, in construction, I do a lot of remodeling. I work for a lot of contractors that do a lot of remodeling. And sometimes, more often than not, uh, it's easier, more economical, and infinitely more efficient to tear something apart down to the bare bones, rip that addition apart to the studs and start over. And for me, that meant before I ever thought about touching a weight, getting rid of the weight that I was carrying, all that extra body fat. And I decided in July of 24 um, that I was going to get rid of that weight. And how I was going to do it was I was going to walk it off. So I committed to myself for 100 days straight of walking, anywhere from 9.5 miles to 25 miles a day. I changed my diet, um, entirely cut out processed foods, a little more protein, no carbs for 100 days, no processed carbs. I did have fruit, ate a lot of salads, a lot of vegetables, ton of carrots. Carrots fill you up, give you energy. They're sweet and they're crunchy. I like them. It worked for me. So in that 100 days, from July 6th of 24 to October 13th of 2024, I went from 183, 84 pounds down to 137. And I was pretty proud of myself. And at the time, in October, it started getting cold. My wife asked me, "What are you going to do when it gets cold? Are you going to keep walking all night?" Because I would walk at this time of the night, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I would walk for 2.5 hours. And Then when I got back from my walk, I'd take a little sleep, a little rest, and then when my wife got up, we'd go out for another 3, 4 mile walk. Then during the day, I would walk into town. I would walk to the bank, to the post office, to the market. I just walked all the time. And you know what? I ate my way into being overweight, and I walked my way out of it, and it was great. And I would suggest to everybody, if you're going to start somewhere, start there. Uh, so I didn't start back into lifting weights until October of 24. Um, and I look back on my first workouts, and I was really weak. Um, and I thought to myself, this is impossible. I'm never going to get back to feeling good about my physical self. Um, and what I realized that sometimes things seem impossible until they're not, until you accomplish them. And so, you know, if you can start somewhere, start. The hardest part of any project is just starting it. Um, that being said, today we're going to do a tricep workout. 20 sets is what we're going to do. 5 sets of skull crushes to close grip uh, uh, pushes, um, which is great for the triceps, but it also works your chest. I find I get a great pump out of doing those. We're going to do 5 sets of dips, 5 sets of cable rope overheads, 5 sets of tricep pushdowns. Now, between those sets, we're going to do 5 sets of decline crunches, abdominal, work the core. We're going to do some stiff-legged deadlifts, work the glutes, the hams. We're going to do some barbell shrugs for the traps. And then we're going to do some reverse cable rear delt uh, pulls, across the body for the rear delts and the upper part of your back. So that being said, let's get to it. All right. So it is 4:40 a.m. on Sunday the 11th. Just finished this workout. It's a good workout. We did 8 exercises. Concentrating, 4 main exercises, concentrating on the triceps, skull crushers to close grips, 5 sets, body weight dips, 5 sets, um, uh, tri- ca- tricep cable overheads with the rope, 5 sets, and 5 sets of tricep pushdowns with a straight bar. All of those are in the rep range of 10 to 15 reps. Our filler sets were 5 sets of decline crunches, 5 sets of 30 reps, 5 sets of stiff legged deadlifts. I started with 135 pounds. I went to 155, which is body weight. Those were all 10 to 12 reps. 5 sets of barbell shrugs for the traps, um, and 5 sets of reverse cable rear delt pulls on the cable machine for your rear delts and upper back. And so that's a good way to start the day. Uh, I, I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I lost about 40 pounds and I had stopped lifting for 15 years. And in hindsight, that's a regret. I wish I hadn't stopped, but you know, I can't go back and change it. As they say, yesterday is history. You can't do anything about it. Tomorrow's a mystery. You don't know what's going to happen. So the only thing we have is today. It's a gift, and that's why they call it the present. So go out there, make the most of this gift that you've got. We call it today. Remember, it's a good day to have a great day and be stronger than your excuses.